Fatima has a question here. What's the difference between reached and arrive? What's the difference between the verbs to reach and to arrive? So this is obviously talking about going from one location to another location, right? So you arrive somewhere, you reach somewhere. On the face of it, they kind of look similar, like they're exact synonyms, right? I reach somewhere, I arrive somewhere. The difference is, though, that arrive, or to arrive, I arrived, is an intransitive verb, meaning that it sort of happens to itself. It doesn't need an object. So you arrive. You can just say that simply. We arrived. We arrived. But you can't do that with reach. You have to reach somewhere. There needs to be an object. So that is a transitive verb. These are the biggest differences. They are synonyms, but the structure is what changes. Okay, so you will arrive at work. So you arrive, and then you have to say where you arrived and give context with some kind of preposition. We arrived on the beach. We arrived in Australia. We arrived at work. In, at, on. Those prepositions will be there, okay? And that's gonna give it away, okay? Arrive in somewhere, arrive at somewhere, arrive on somewhere. With reach, this doesn't happen. You reach somewhere. We reached work. We reached Australia. We reached the beach. There's no in, there's no at, there's no on. Okay? And that's because it is a transitive verb. It is taking the object, which is the destination. We reached work. We reached the beach. We reached home, wherever it is. The location is now associated with the verb. It's transitive. Whereas arrived is just something you did. We arrived. They arrived. I arrived. And you talk about where that happened, and that's why we have to use the preposition. Where did you arrive? Where? Where did that happen? We arrived at work. That's where we arrived. Where did you arrive? We arrived on the beach. We arrived on the beach. It was on the beach where we arrived. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Arrived goes with in, at, on. It's going to have some kind of preposition. Reach will not have any of those prepositions there, unless the structure's completely changed. You know, you might say it's the beach that we reached on time, and that is just that the sentence has been moved around, okay? But that's the basic idea there.